Yo, what's poppin'? Jacques Slade here. So, to kick off every month, we're going to give you a heads up on what Jordans, new and retro, are dropping. It's not every pair of J's because we can't account for surprise announcements and, of course, the inevitable change of release dates, but these are the ones that are locked in as of this recording for April, until it isn't. Oh, and as we kick off these new series of videos, don't forget to like and subscribe as we've got new videos, features, unboxings, as well as our weekly show Hard Pass. All right, let's get started with the J's that are dropping in April. Air Jordan 11 Low Cement Gray, April 1st, $190. Jordan 11 Lows are on a very divisive list when it comes to the sneaker community. You've got fans of the lower cut because they're easier to wear and available in a wide variety of colorways and themes. And then you've got the traditionalists who love the OG cut and accept no substitutes. There are other nitpicks when it comes to the 11 Lows, like the placement of the Jumpman, but one thing everyone can agree on is that it's about time we got a white and gray colorway. Yes, cool grays are great and among the short list of greatest 11s ever made in either cut, but this pair that dropped on April 1st that uses a white ballistic mesh upper with a cement gray patent leather mudguard and icy blue outsoles is an instant classic. Personally, I could do without the university blue Jumpmans, but I get why they wanted to do the contrast. I bet we see a lot of these in the summertime. Air Jordan 6 Low Golf Bordeaux, April 4th for $220. At first glance, this new Jordan 6 Low Golf might be mistaken as a low-cut version of the OG maroon Air Jordan 6, but according to the style codes, it's actually taken its cues from an iconic Air Jordan 7, the Bordeaux. Dressed in a premium waterproof white leather upper, the Bordeaux color accents the shoe throughout the midsole, tongue, and heel tab. It also has a cherry graphic on the lace lock, an image of a drink on the heel, and an interesting design choice. Faux water droplets can be found on the back half of the upper. Not sure if it represents the rain necessary to grow the cherries to make the Bordeaux wine, or the relationship between rain and golf, but it is a unique look that separates this particular Jordan 6 Low Golf from the previous drops. Women's Air Jordan 3 Lucky Green, April 6th for $200. So you missed out on the Air Jordan 3 Reimagined. I feel your pain, I really do. I can't exactly relate because I have a pair, but take it from the 10,000 other L's I've taken on the sneakers app throughout the years, I understand. I know what it's like to have to see a classic fall through the cracks, but unlike previous strikeouts, there might be a chance at redemption with this lucky green of the Air Jordan 3. I mean, yes, you can just pick up a pair of these and wear them as is. I'm willing to bet that between this being a women's release and the color combination of red and green, feeling a little goofy means there's a chance that these won't sell out immediately. But if you're really feeling like you missed out on the Air Jordan 3 Reimagined, I mean, these already have a sail-colored midsole that gives it a vintage look. Grab some black paint and masking tape and just be careful. With some work, you can make these look like a pair of white cement 3s. And if anybody asks about the back tabs, just say they're factory defects like that Photoshop pair that showed up with the Nike Air on one shoe and the Jumpman on the other. Air Jordan 1 High Retro OG Skyline, April 8th for $180. Let's be honest. We have reached a point in the Air Jordan 1's history where we are digging in the deepest of rabbit holes to find inspiration for new colorways. Sometimes the result of these excursions are not great, but I think this Skyline colorway is closer to something that we can get behind as a truly inspired release. First of all, it's based on an early Nike ad for Jordan in the signature Jumpman pose with the beautiful Chicago skyline in the background. The colors of the sunset have already inspired multiple custom sneakers ranging from Yeezys to Air Force Ones and more, so placing them on overlays of the ones was really a no-brainer. The white side panels, sail midsole, and the black swoosh and outsole provides a contrast that makes it pop even more. Air Jordan 2 Low Craft Atmosphere, April 8th for $150. This pair of Air Jordan 2s uses a light pink seersucker style on the upper. According to Wikipedia, seersucker is a thin, puckered, usually cotton fabric, commonly but not necessarily striped or checkered, used to make clothing for hot weather. The word originates from the Persian word sheer and shakar, literally meaning milk and sugar. Pair these up with some light colored shorts and a crispy Vineyard Vines button down, and you should be ready to hit up Martha's Vineyard in a few months once the weather clears up a little. Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG Lucky Green, aka Celtics, April 15th for $180. An unofficial update to the Air Jordan 1 High Celtics that was part of the 2009 Defining Moments pack. This pair actually takes the iconic black toe color blocking but swaps out the iconic red for the Lucky Green and changes up the color of the tongue from white to black. And unlike the 2009 DMP version, this one will come with the familiar Nike Air and take away the Jumpman logo that drove the old heads a little bit crazy. Oh, and don't forget the green laces. Okay, so maybe saying these are green black toes probably doesn't work, but what I am sure of is that these will be tough to get if these are anything like previous green Air Jordan 1s with OG vibes. Women's Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG washed pink on the 22nd for $180. Wait, are Jordans washed? Wait, never mind. I mean, the sneaker being called Wash Peak, I get it. I get it. You kind of had me worried for a second there, and we're going to have to rethink this whole series. Anyways, this Jordan 1 goes for it all when it comes to the vintage vibes. It's got a sail-colored midsole and muslin collar that has been a staple of recent Jordan retros when they want to go with a worn-out sort of look. Also contributing to that theme is the pink suede overlays that are given a washed-out look that's not unlike the 2021 Hyper Royal Jordan 1, now that I think about it. Air Jordan 13 Black Flint, April 22nd for $200. I have a slightly controversial take on the Air Jordan 13. No, it's not the one where some people believe that Tinker Hatfield was having dinner at Michael Jordan's steakhouse one night, took a look at his ribeye, and thought to himself, what if I just put this slab of meat on top of this prototype of the 13 and called it a day? No, it's actually the one where I think the Flints are the best colorway of the Air Jordan 13, and that's why we have seen the theme expand in recent years with the red Flints dropping in 2021. And now this new colorway that looks like it could be the official sneaker of the "Nah fam, the Raiders are taking it this year's starter pack" meme. Women's Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low Olive, April 26th. This one's going to be a drop in women's sizes with kid sizes also available. It's an interesting color scheme for this latest release from Travis and Jordan brand. There's definitely a lot more to talk about there than the Phantom Black colorway that dropped a few months ago. The contrast on the olive green reverse swoosh on the back side panels and white overlays is certainly a little more eye-catching, especially when you think about how it's the same color blocking as the reverse Panda Dunks. I'm kidding. Just had to get a panda joke in there. You know, that's how SEO works. Actually, that's not how SEO works for video. Anyways, when it comes to the hierarchy of Travis Jordan 1 lows, I think this sits right in the middle between the reverse mocha and the mocha. I'll let you all figure out which one I think is number 2 and which is number 4 in that ranking. Air Jordan 3 Wizards, April 29th for $210. If you've ever watched our weekly show Hard Pass, you'll know our excitement for these. Not so much for the sneaker itself, which is basically a palette swap of the True Blue 3s where the red hits are placed with copper, but because this is an acknowledgement by Jordan Brand and by proxy Michael Jordan himself that his days with the Washington Wizards actually happened. For so long, there has been an erasure, intentional or not, by not only Jordan, but by the Wizards organization and the NBA of this time in the GOAT's illustrious career. And I've never understood why. If anything, MJ returning and still putting up buckets in our nation's capital should be celebrated because it was a time where our hero never felt more human and relatable. And we were denied that era for so long, but no more. We fans of MJ wearing the Wizards blue now have our time to shine, and it's a glorious time. Now, all you need to do is give us those Bullets jerseys too, you cowards. And yeah, I know that's never going to happen. The difference is that I understand the why in that argument, unlike waiting over 20 years for these retros. Okay, hope you all enjoyed and were informed by this look at the Jordans dropping in April. Good luck in all the pairs that you want to pick up, but remember, there's always next week. If you miss out on something, there is always going to be something that drops soon enough for you to try again. All right, I'm Jacques Slade, and I'll see you next time. Peace.